Welcome back. We are standing outside the Sith base on Taris, where we're hoping to break in, stage a raid, and get the Sith launch codes that will allow us to get off this planet. I'm here with Karth and Bastila, whom I've just switched over to because I didn't really want to take T3M4 in with us, since he's not exactly the most combat-oriented character in the game. But before we actually start the raid, there is something I wanted to go over first. And I didn't want to do this earlier when we were leveling up Bastila because she had a lot of levels to do, and I didn't really want to take off more time away from gameplay than I already was. But what I wanted to talk about here was what we're going to be doing as far as Bastila and her force abilities are concerned.
Yes?
I didn't really have any need to talk about this before because we weren't in combat with Bastila. We only went to the dueling ring, and that was by herself. I'm actually going to take the time to see if I can equip her with anything. We don't have any Jedi robes as far as I know, so I'm going to have to keep her with her normal clothes, which will work for now. I'll give her double-bladed lightsaber, because as I said, she's not Bastila without it, and she doesn't really need a stealth field generator. But anyhow, what I was going to talk to you about was the force powers. Now, you may have noticed when we were leveling her up that some of the powers that we were giving her, in fact most of them, if not all of them, said light side power on them. Now you may be wondering, okay, if I use a light or dark side power, does that affect the character's light dark side meter? And the answer is no. In fact, it is the other way around. Each force power has a base cost. And the way this works is that it costs a certain number of points, which are measured as the blue meter in the lower left hand of the screen next to the character's icon. And each time you use the force power or cast it, the blue meter will reduce by the number of points listed here. Now, if you're light side or dark side, that adds a bit of a modifier to that amount. If the power is light side and you happen to be light side, then you'll get points taken off, in this case -4. So this lowers the cost of the force power, which makes it more advantageous to use if you're light side. However, if you are dark side, then you will get points added if you were to use a light side power. Consequently, the powers that are listed as universal do not have adjustments as far as points are concerned, because they aren't restricted to a certain side. When I first played the game, I thought that blue was light side and red was dark side, but actually blue is simply friendly or defensive powers, and red are more offensive powers. It's a little bit strange at first, but I finally figured out after just a little bit. What I wanted to do before we did anything else was just read over everything else that she had before we gave her all the rest of her powers. Force Aura is a light side power. When this power is activated, the Jedi is temporarily granted a +2 bonus to defense and all saving throws. The effect lasts for 20 seconds. This power, along with many of the others that we gave her earlier on, is restricted by armor. So I think another one that's a good example is Force Lightning, or a Shock as they call it in this game. And it fits in with what we saw in the movies. I mean, Emperor Palpatine didn't have any armor on when he used it, and as is the case in this game, a lot of the powers are actually restricted by armor, which helps balance it out a bit, because armor does grant you some defense, and this encourages the player to think about putting some of their force powers into defensive ones. This, combined with the Force Valor that we gave her earlier, is a very powerful combination in terms of saving throws. We've also got Effect Mind, which enables persuasive use of the Force. Once a Jedi has this power, extra options will appear in conversations as appropriate. Success is not guaranteed for extreme commands or if the target is strong-willed. This power does not affect droids. Only the main player character can select this power during level up. Essentially, Effect Mind is a Force version of Persuade. And in dialogue options, it will be listed as Force Persuade when these extra options appear. I happen to know that these options will not appear for a rather long time from now, so I'm not actually going to worry so much about this. It's also notable that even though it says that the main player character can select this power during level up, that Bastila can use it. And I think this is because there is a piece of dialogue later on in the game in which she uses Force Persuade. And that is not by the player's choice, that's just the game doing that. Next we have Stun, which is a light side power. This power allows the Jedi to assault the mind of an opponent, effectively stunning them for 9 seconds. A successful fortitude save by the target at a difficulty check of 5 plus the attacking character's level plus the attacking character's wisdom and charisma modifiers means the target is slowed for the duration instead of stunned. This power does not affect droids. There is a separate power for droids, but she does not have that yet. Force Push, which is a universal power. An opponent targeted by this power is pushed back 5 meters, thrown to the ground stunned for 3 seconds, and suffers damage equal to the attacking character's level. A successful reflex save by the target at a difficulty check of 5 plus the attacking character's level plus the attacking character's wisdom and charisma modifiers mean the target is not stunned, but still suffers damage equal to half the Jedi's level. Throw Lightsaber, another universal power. This, of course, requires a lightsaber. Throw Lightsaber allows the character to attack a target at range by throwing a lightsaber, guiding it with the Force. The target must be at least 5 meters away. This attack always hits. Damage is 1 to 6 for every 2 levels of the attacking character. Note, once the lightsaber is thrown, it will automatically return to the Jedi's hand at the end of the round. This is a fun power to have, I gotta say. And as far as offensive powers are concerned, I want to say this is the only one that involves a lightsaber that you can use as a ranged attack. So that's all the powers we've got, and now we've got her spiffy yellow lightsaber equipped.
Ready? Yes?
So let's proceed inside the base and see what awaits.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata, bonanakachu, yin kin kun noba mule rachi kun.
Let's try to persuade her.
Kipuna na bon sha.
Aww.
Kavadumpa kupkakin cha na kwat na bon kon, wanakumbes.
Yeah, let's just be nice.
Mana tota.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was easier than I thought. Alright. Alright, looks like she's actually in favor of us doing this, which is cool. Alright. Well, that wasn't too bad. Before we start destroying the place, let's see what we can do here with the terminal. Let me just make sure we know who's got the highest amount of computer skills here. Kane has 1. Karth has 1. Bastila has none. Okay, so basically, we're all pretty bad at this. It would have been nice to bring Mission along, but I wanted to bring a primarily combat-intensive party. Security cameras, barracks, nothing we can do there. We can overload the power conduit, but I want to check all the other ones first. Medical station, nothing there. A control center, but nothing we can do there as well. Elevator. Okay, that looks pretty bad. Now, we can either open the elevator, which I think we can use security on it, if I'm not mistaken. Or we can disable the assault droid's shield, which I think I'd rather do, to be honest. I can easily take out the people in the barracks, but this assault droid I'm a little more worried about. Sadly, we've used up all our computer spikes now. The armory, there's nothing we can do there. We can take the turrets and sentry droids offline, but if I remember correctly, they're not that bad to deal with, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Alright. More fun with computer hacking. Let's go into this room.
Ready.
Let's try using some of Bastion's powers.
Let's go.
Left click the mouse to activate an hostile force power selected in the second icon of the target menu. Some force powers affect only a single target, others affect all enemies within a specified range of the target. And as you develop powers further, a lot of them actually increase the range of their effectiveness.
Let's go.
When you stun him.
Down you go. I heard that.
They threw adhesive grade grenades at us.
You asked for this.
Okay, did you stun? Okay. That didn't quite go as I thought it might. We'll get plenty of chances to use her powers later on, but right now I'll try to use Cure, because that will save us some med packs. There we go.
Sure.
A data pad. Let's see what that says. This seems to be an activity log for the day. Of interest is the following entry. The power conduit we installed in the elevator seems to have solved the shield outage problem on the droid. Finished tuning it today. Well, we did take care of the shield on the droid, so hopefully that won't be a problem. Let's see what's... Well, that's not going to lead us anywhere. That's just a fake door. Nobody in the hallway. Let's see what we got to do in here, though. A medical droid. So these are the sentry droids I'm talking about, and they're not real.
What?
Okay, Kane, you've been a little worse for wear there, buddy.
What can I do?
Okay, we've depleted Bastila's force points enough that she can't use Cure anymore. But it will recharge automatically with time, so just give her a minute or two and her force powers will be back. Let's see what the medical droid has on it. We might be able to find some upgrades for T3. Goody, we got droid light plating, an energy shield, and a computer probe, which will increase T3's computer skill. Let's see, do I want to go in here? I think so, yes.
What?
Let's get cards to take care of the mine first. There we go.
What?
Okay, come on, Karth. I thought you were taking care of the mine. I guess if you switch between people, that can cancel out what they're doing. Not a whole lot in there, but it'll come in handy for T3. Another terminal, but I believe that's the same one that we used in the front area in terms of what it'll have. So let's continue onwards. We didn't really get scratched up too bad for now.
Ready.
I'm probably going to be focusing most of the force powers on the barracks areas. Wait, who's this guy? Duros. Yeah, we do remember him. He was the one who agreed to help move the Sith bodies. It looks like they found him, unfortunately. Uh-oh. Sure, just tell us what to do. Okay. He's talking about these switches here, and essentially when you flip a switch, the ones next to it will also change as well. When I first played this, I didn't actually know that there was somebody in there, because honestly, I couldn't even tell. It's very hard to see him in there amidst all that light. And so when I saw this, I started flipping things, and I thought they all had to be set to green. So as soon as they all were, I automatically got dark side points, and I was really confused. All we have to do, though, is just switch all the ones that are currently green. And this one. There we go. Not to worry, we will be a-okay. Now head on home before they catch you again. I am going to go through this door next, but not before I heal up a bit. I guess I could have used Cure for that with Bastila, but oh well.
Ready? That hurt, I bet.
See, the sentry droids aren't so
Yes?
bad.
Sure.
You cannot win.
There's grenades involved here, which makes things quite a bit more difficult. Thankfully, that wasn't too bad. Looks like we stumbled upon the control room, though.
I'm here.
And we can now level up Bastila. Let's see, skill-wise, I'm probably going to keep giving her awareness. And we got 2 remaining points. Demolitions, why not? Next up is powers. And to be honest, I really don't know what I want to give her here. Force resistance we can't give her yet because we're too low level. We could give her energy resistance, which will definitely help with all the blaster deflecting. I don't really think, yeah, we can't really develop these very much further. I don't really want to go into dark side powers because they are not really going to work too well with her. Some of these, though, are... See, I can't develop that. I think... Oh, wait a minute, the droid thing. That's right, stun droid. I think I'll give her this. This power can send a surge of energy through the processor of a droid, rendering them immobile for 12 seconds. The droid also takes damage equivalent to the attacking character's level. A successful fortitude save by the targets, at a difficulty check of 5, plus the attacking character's level, plus the attacking character's wisdom and charisma modifiers, negates the stun and reduces damage by half. Good deal. This is the power I was talking about. That was the droid version of stun. That's what I meant to do.
What?
Okay, sorry that took so long. Is there anything else to do here? I don't think there is. Whoa! There's another guy here. Didn't even see him. That wasn't too bad.
Ready?
Let's see.
Yes?
Let's use Bastila's healing
Yes.
ability. Another terminal, but I don't believe that will do anything new that we haven't already seen. And there's a mine
Ready?
here. Let's get Karth on that.
I'm here.
Sure.
We haven't been through this door yet, but we've got a rusted sentry droid, and we know what that means. Repair time, which we really can't do because we only have 1 repair part, so forget about that. This just leads back out to this area. Let's see what's behind the middle door. Oh, okay. Little storage closet. We got some stimulants. Which leaves only this door to go through. We haven't been down this pathway yet.
The Force fights with me. I'm here.
Didn't even get a chance to try to get Karth on that. Okay, this room. I know this room had given me trouble before, so I'm kind of a little worried about it.
Ready.
Yes?
I am going to try to use stun when we get in here. And for you, let's get flurry. And power blast one.
Yes?
There are grenadiers in here though, which will make things, yeah, pretty tricky.
What?
But thankfully there weren't too many of them, so that helped.
Sure.
I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but if another one of your party members gets an item from something, then it will be added to your collective inventory. We got an improved energy cell, which I believe we needed for one of our weapons that we were looking at on the workbench, as well as a Sith base pass card. And I think this will allow us to use the elevator, and had we not gotten in here, we'd have to disable it using the computer. So thankfully we were able to find the easier way. Well, with that being said, let's move onward. But first, let's heal up some, because we really need Kane to heal up a bit.
What can I do?
This would be a little bit easier had I kept leveling him up, but like I said, I'm choosing not to do that yet. And this doesn't look good. We've got to face this assault droid. But this might be a perfect opportunity to use our stun droid power here, so let's see how that works. And it didn't work, we got saved. Okay, we're all in this one.
I'm here.
How'd you like that?
Additionally, we have to take care of the turrets that were mentioned in the computer, which thankfully aren't too bad. Okay, so we're done with this room. Finally. Transformer? Which we can't do anything with. Okay, I'm not sure what that's for. Thankfully that wasn't too bad.
Yes?
What?
What can I do?
Sure.
Well, let's take the elevator and see if we can find the launch codes wherever it leads. Sith Governor?
Who dares to break my meditation? You will pay for interrupting my... Wait. I sense the Force is strong with you. Very strong. Who would have thought a Force adept could be found on this insignificant planet? But your talent is no match for a disciple of the dark side.
Yeah, let's try to well, actually no. I'm not going to try to persuade him to turn away from the dark side, because it's no use. I'm going to tell him that he must be brought to judgment, because that is what I'm concerned about. Defeating the Sith.
You are a fool. This is a new age. The Sith shall be the ones passing judgment now. We are the new order of the galaxy. This meeting is a stroke of luck for me. My master will surely reward me with my lightsaber once I kill you.
Wait, you don't even have a lightsaber? Okay. I am going to try using stun, which I don't think is going to work on this guy, but you never know. I'm going to keep Karth as far away from him as I can for now. Improved flurry, and once she's done with that, I want her to try to use throw lightsaber, and then force push, and then flurry.
Yes? What? Yes?
Okay, looks like force push sort of worked. Uh-oh, and now he's stasis to us. And Bastila, this isn't good. This is not good.
How'd you like that?
Okay, we're almost there. And now Kane is down. Okay.
How'd you like that?
There we go. Like I said, tough fights, but if you're able to just be strategic about what you give to everybody, normally these sorts of fights aren't too bad. Let's see what he had on him here. The Taris launch codes, alright. an adrenaline amplifier, another energy shield, and strength gauntlets, as well as a neural band. Well, we can make use of the strength gauntlets. I don't believe they're... Okay, they... I think I'm going to use these on Kane instead of Bredgic's gloves, because we already have quite a bit of dexterity, but not strength. Karth might be able to make use of Bredgic's gloves, though.
Yes?
Let's see what else was in this room, because I think there's more to see. There's a strong box with 500 credits. We can certainly use some of those after buying T3. As well as Durasteel bonding alloy, computer spikes, security spikes, and light battle armor. Now you might be wondering, why in the world do we have security spikes when we just use security options on the doors? And the answer is, I don't think they were really used for anything. I think they were something that was supposed to be added into the game but never made it. Which is kind of sad, because I don't really know why they would be in the game otherwise. It must have just been an oversight on the developer's part. But anyhow, there's just something we can put away, or sell. At least I think we can sell them. I'm not entirely sure, but I think we can. Well, that's pretty much all we had to do here on the Sith base. There's nothing more to see. So, now we have to meet Canderous in the lower city cantina and deliver the codes to him. But before I do even that, I'd like to go and get my bounty collected from Zax in the lower city cantina as well. So thankfully we'll be able to take care of everything there. I think there's nothing else to do. We just need to get Bendak's bounty and Selvin's bounty taken care of before we move on to escaping Taris. But we'll do that in the next video.